everybody has images of the 60s and how things were. The question is, how do you compare this with that, the way they're doing this?
Well, when I saw the crowd last night and the spirit of it, and the fact that they were planning, they had a General Assembly here to risk arrest for free speech. I said to some people, I've been waiting for this for a long time. A real uprising, a movement like this. You know, there's a lot of people in this country who have a lot to protest, a lot of reason to protest. And at last, one segment at least, the youth is doing it. Here, it's the student tuitions, which they are the crushing student debt. You know, some people in this country have to pay their debts, and some don't. You know, the 1% basically really don't have to. The people who own the banks and who own the hedge funds and whatnot, too big to fail. They don't need to pay their debts. The priorities of this country are so screwed up. And this aspect here, that as Reich said last night, this is a rich country. It's the richest country in the world. And we say we can't afford education, we can't afford health, we can't afford infrastructure. That's ridiculous. And we can afford wars in Iraq. And they're drumming up one on Iran now. Wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. It's ridiculous. So I'm very pleased to see. We were just talking here, she was saying, as a member of the youth here that are here, she didn't know why they haven't been protesting the last few years, and I was saying that's what I've been asking myself, but here they are. As Reich said last night, the apathy is over. They've woken up.
Do you think that to advance this, as they did in the 60s, there needs to be a particular leader or political strategy that goes beyond this? It's been a question that's been asked since this started. For fear of it petering out if it doesn't go that way.
I don't think it will peter out, because that's what made me decide to join this last night. I didn't come here to get arrested. If I'd come to get arrested, I would have worn a coat and tie. I always do that when I get arrested. I came here not expecting to get arrested. But I thought these are people I want to be arrested with if they're up to this, because really the media talked much more about leaders in the 60s than they really were. It was a much more spontaneous. It certainly wasn't a very hierarchical thing then. And the media want people to talk to. And the university, very frustrated here. They didn't have anybody to talk to. Well, I wish Abby Hoffman were here now. He'd love this. He would love it.
Thank you. It's good to meet you, too.